Ayo! Yeah, so as you see, the bike project doesn't go anywhere. It's in the same position like it was last time, but this time the difference is I just gave up on the project. Why that? I'm gonna show you the footage. Yeah, so at this footage you saw a bike fall down and just cut it the ignition, standard thing, but it wasn't very standard. The electricity broke up. Electricity was not the original one. It had the CD which one change voltage to the 12 volts to the not the stator, for what, to the coil. Yeah, to the coil, because this motorcycle originally have like 130 volts to the coil. That's stupid. The part is rare to find and so on, and I updated the system, but it fell down, it crashed and so on. I gave it on the project, but in the Poland I found quite cheap for 100 euros the original CDI. Before I have it one CD original, it doesn't work with that CD, and I hope it's gonna work right now. Maybe that CD was wrong, but right now I have a good one. Yeah, so we're gonna see that. And another thing, the car, as you saw at the video, it was poorly working, but it was poorly working, I just wanted to tell, because of the carburetor, which one is already fixed. Yeah, but not tested, obviously. Yeah, so my plan is test the CD. If it's not gonna work, it's gonna be very sad. Yeah, so let's jump to the work. I gave up, but I have a plan. Let's see what's gonna happen. Yeah, so the project saver is Yamaha, because I want really drive off-road. I miss off-road, I miss nature and so on. So I decided to restore my Yamaha. The story is what I built it Yamaha. I built it incredible cheap. It's cost me like 720 euros. For some guys, if you don't know, this is the base. Is Yamaha EZF 450. I modified the frame and so on, and I put it Yamaha XJ600 engine. Very cheap motorcycle. I found one crashed one motorcycle, so it was very cheap project. And by the kilometer, I made with this motorcycle 9,000 kilometers. So you can imagine how cheap this motorcycle was for me. Interesting fact: I made 9,000 kilometers. I changed the oil only one time because I hit it very bad from the bottom. The bottom is the clearance from the ground is kinda low, and I just matched the oil pan. I left the oil outside of motorcycle. Yeah, and that's the reason I changed the oil. I beat this motorcycle very bad. I do not care for the future of motorcycle, because it was cheap built and my plan was just to drive, have fun, remember driving stuff and so on. And I did that when I bought Husqvarna for my last money, and I have good imagination, but I gonna very easy to fix this motorcycle. Sadly, it wasn't the easy fix. It still has problems with the ignition. It's very possible that in the future, when I gonna finish my workshop, I gonna fabricate some aluminum brackets to use the not original ignition and so on. But right now, at this moment, I do not have that opportunity. And to fix this motorcycle, I need not a lot of money, but this motorcycle cost me 620 euros, so you can imagine to fix that I need half of price of that. So I don't want to invest to this bike because in good condition, very good condition, the price is 1,500 and there is no point. Yeah, and this motorcycle was for the road. The plan was make this bike street legal. It has the documents and so on. I wanted to pass technical inspection and so on. Yeah, so as you see right now, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen Yamaha. But don't worry, Husqvarna gonna roll again someday. Right now, the plan, restore Yamaha. The last time I had problems, the generator problems, the front and the rear brakes was fucking terrible. And also I have a problem. I actually have a lot of problem. I don't gonna lie, like I gonna just show you condition of this motorcycle. Right now you can see in the front there is Husqvarna shock absorbers, and I gonna leave them there because they not the springs is not for this motorcycle weight, and simply I just gonna very fast destroy the shock absorbers at the first ride actually. Yeah, so there's no point. Yeah, so I just gonna finish this bike and finally I gonna drive again on the off-road. Yeah, so let's jump to the work. Yeah, so for the video end, I thought I gonna just tell what we plan to do with this motorcycle, because in the next video you're gonna definitely see the bike driving. So first things first, at the track when I was off-road, I had the battery issue. I got another one, which one is way bigger than my old one, so I have strapped it like this, and I have a lot of like this fast fixes around the bike. Like I have the bottom protection of a motorcycle, like I made it in like 20 minutes. Before was aluminum, right now just random black metal welded and that's all. The exhaust also I needed to drive. I do not have it exhaust because I cracked one, and I just simply very fast in 20 minutes welded the exhaust. It's kinda works, but you know, it's kinda also shit, but I need to fix right now. So the plan is to have the battery box. Another thing to found the problem why is not charging the battery, but the voltage comes to the wiring, so I do not see here the problem. It's very possible that it's just gonna be simply the fuse, and that's it. Yeah, another thing, clean carburetors and also change the air filters, which one is not the standard ones as you see. Yeah, another thing, front and rear brakes, I need to change the brake pads because they have carbonized. This bike is very heavy, and when I driving, I slightly not hard but very slightly always putting the brakes. So I have carbonized them and they are shitty now. Yeah. Moving on, I probably told, I'm not sure, I'm not gonna use the oil coolers because my oil pump is broken. I need another old sandwich also because this one right now existing is kinda leaking, and so on. Also I need to put some parts which one I took for this Husqvarna for the test, so I need to install the coils. As I told, I need to not rebuild, just to connect everything right in the front. Right now it's just attached for the show, nothing for more. Yeah, another thing I'd like to show. So these bags, they are sitting outside like for I'm not sure for 2 years, and it's incredible thing. You probably saw what I put it them on the fuel tank, and it's very great thing. I put it a lot of stuff inside, a lot of tools and so on, and as off-road boxes and something, I rather have these backpacks, and they work great. They was just simply stitched like this, and they work great. Yeah, so it's just fast tip. Moving on, I also gonna be needed another speedometer, because my friends and so on making fun of me because I made this thing, but this thing is actually working, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna touch it or not, but I'm gonna try. Oh, moving on, what next? Yeah, and there's gonna be a lot of small things. Talking about this motorcycle, it took very seriously beating. I drove with this motorcycle 9,000 kilometers, a little bit more. It cost me 720 euros. I changed oil, as I told, only once, because I crashed the oil pan. Yeah, I have invested in the oil pan, so it cost me like 10 euros, but no problem at all. Yeah, and here we go. The bike still runs. Of course, I did not hear this bike running for a whole year, but the engine is Yamaha XJ. It's unbeatable engine. You can boil this engine, but it's gonna still run. Yeah, so I'm not worried about this. That's everything I want to tell you about this bike, and at the next video you're gonna see it driving. Yeah, so till the next time.